But, as I promised, I'm gonna go with my forever chaotic. You were given the chance to live, so live. And stop blaming others for what you've made out of your life. Do you think you're the first to come to me with sermons? Well, a whole city fell because of you? How's that possible? What do you mean, how? If you don't trust the word of a condemned, go ask somebody else, like my little brother Joran. And if you still don't believe it, what's up to me? What is it to me? But if you're about to ask me to recount the story of my disgrace for the 1000th time, don't. So you really don't have any friends, huh? Wow. That hurts. I couldn't have survived this long if I was completely alone. Joran, my little brother, he keeps me going. He's never abandoned me. Everyone else shies away from me like they might catch what I've got. Even fighters in the condemned console themselves by thinking, I got stripped my rank, but at least I'm not Staunton. Wow, these people are very rude. Commander Tirablade seems to be the only person in the whole army who remembers that I'm a soldier and not a drudge. She has no qualms about taking me to battle. She's had some mud flung at her in the past, or so I hear. That's why she tries to keep an open mind about people. It is no surprise that she's the only one to hold on to her sense of reason in this farce. So many years in the condemned. Surely you have paid your penance by now. That's not up to me to decide. My life is in the Queen's hands. The condemned isn't the worst part. All these years I have prayed to Thorag for forgiveness. Thorag is the god of the dwarfs. Father of creation. Countless times I've gone to his priests. Countless times I've kneeled before his altar. If only the father of Dwarvenkind would answer my prayers just once. Not to restore what I've lost, but just to tell me that I am still one of his children. But it seems he doesn't give a damn about me. What can I expect from mere mortals when my own god doesn't think I deserve redemption? Ouch. Okay. Need to talk to the elf who calls himself the storyteller. Do you know where I can find him? The storyteller? Strange old fellow, that one. He used to sit with me for hours, asking about all sorts of things. He never offered judgment or comfort, he just listened. At first, I wanted him and his questions as far away from me as possible, but later I realized that talking to him did ease my burden a little. I hope he's alive and well. He's completely blind, and feeble too, so if he's alone in the city, well, you probably know what that means. Oh god, please no. I do know one place he might be. Look for him in the Black Wing. It's a library. Here, I'll show you where it's on the map. I don't know what use a library is to a blind elf, but he loved the place. He would sit there day and night. Go on then. Maybe we'll see each other again. I hope so. Okay, alright. So we have a few things to do. Let me see. Oh my god, look at all these. Okay, so this is probably my main quest. Seems to be completely done. Yeah, seems to be all good. And we have a bunch of stuff to do. Clear the path to the surface for Hergus. First priority, finding way to the surface. Talk to him. I need to talk to him again. Urabev does not have the numbers to force the demons out of the Tower of Estrad. Okay. Visit the Blackwing Library. Find the secret entrance to the Great Garrison. Help the Crusaders attack the Great Garrison. How many people are there still alive in the city who can hold a weapon or cast a spell? Potential allies may be found in the most unlikely of places. Be prepared. Oh no. A friend in need is a friend indeed. An Eagle Watchfighter and Sila's friend, Jana Aldori, went missing during demonic attack. Irabath would appreciate any information about her. And errands. There should be a way to get across the rift that divides the city. According to Navia, there is a convenient place to cross in the market square. So my main quest is the burning city. Why don't they... Oh, okay. They do tell me. It is written right here. Last chapter to complete the quest or I will fail afterwards. So, oh. They say this to all of these. Interesting. My main quest is the burning city. Huh. Okay. So my main quest is in the Grey Garrison. Map. Oh my god, there's so much to do. I see Horgus here. Lots of people to talk. I see loot. And I see loot back here as well. Excuse me. Passing through. Excuse me. Yeah, is this for me? It is now. Excuse me. Yes, loot. Loot, thank you. Bye. Who are you? Horn Autumn Haze, a tall, fragile-looking elf, sits in front of you, eyes closed. He's pale as a ghost, his arms wrapped in a blood-stained bandage. You spot other bandages on his body under his clothes, but even in such miserable state, he managed to keep calm. Raising his eyes to meet you, he says faintly, "I am Fort Autumn Haze, at your service." His pale lips are reddened by blood, but you see no signs of pain or fear in his grey eyes. Do you need help? After giving you a cold, intense look, he shakes his head. Do not trouble yourself on my behalf. A local healer tended to me. Besides, I come from a resilient, hardy people. My body will endure both the wounds and the poison delivered through them. Wow. Who are you? My name is blah blah blah. We've already heard about it. I've come here from Kyonin because I'm a hunter, and all minions of evil are my quarry. I won't say more than that, if you don't mind. We are strangers, and of different races and cultures. I'd rather not tell you more than is necessary. So maybe if I were an elf, or from Kyonin, maybe he would tell me more. Who wounded you? A sinner and accomplice to demons. The quarry I'm hunting in this hospital place. I am me. You can trust me. I might be able to help you. It would be impolite to refuse such a direct and friendly offer. Who is your quarry here? I was hunting a fugitive, a Descarite by the name of Kalisa. It pains me to admit that there are heinous malefactors such as her amongst my noble kind. I managed to catch up to her in Canabris and I wounded her. Then demons appeared and the city was engulfed in flames. I was injured in the battle that ensued and I couldn't free her soul from its service to her dark masters. Okay, so she's an elf, but she's serving the other side. Interesting. Can tell him he's not that great of a hunter. I mean, he did find her. I'm sorry for your misfortune. I hope things turn out differently next time. He purses his lips. There's no need for pity. Our ancient kind is blessed with great longevity. Longevity. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. We gain a deeper understanding of the world than other races, and we learn our lessons better than anyone. What goes for learning from our mistakes as well. I survived, which means I will be more prepared when next we meet. Yeah, but she will too. I'd like to know more about you. I won't hold anything back. Not who I am, why I made my way here, or who is it that I'm pursuing. Tell me about yourself. Other peoples tend to believe that identity is the sum of a person's action and the events that happen to them. For them, I'm one of a long time of warriors in Kyonin who, since his youth, has dedicated himself to hunting evil and injustice. For them, I am a successful and capable huntsman who has tracked down and slain a great many monsters. But I am an elf, and for me, my identity has a different meaning. It is shaped by the place where I was born, and that I love so deeply. I am shaped by what I find beautiful and what makes my heart quicken. by the fears that come to me in the dead of the night, and by the things I find so intolerable at the sight of them. My very core darkens and fills with poison. Thus, to tell you who I am, I would require many days and much candor, which is more than you and I have at our disposal. What an answer. What an answer. Wow. Why did you choose to be a hunter of evil? Because I am the son of a noble and proud nation. We are sometimes criticized for our arrogance, but no one dares doubt my honor. When a crime is committed, we cannot turn a blind eye. If we were to abandon our obligation to oppose evil, if we were to surrender this obligation to other races, we would also relinquish our preeminence. Remind me, who's the quarry again? Yeah, he's looking for Kalissa. I wonder if that's important. Okay. Don't let me forget that, chat. Please don't let me forget about her. I have no more questions. I wish to aid you. Oh no, knowledge word 26? Oh, rip. Oh, I am aft. I thank you, but this is my mission, and I'm used to facing all manner of terrors on my own. I do appreciate your willingness to help. If you happen to meet her, take caution. She has turned many innocent souls to the path of evil, and darkness has rewarded her with many gifts. Her appearance alone will tell you that. It is warped. The agate skin, the malicious stare of her blood-red eyes, bestial teeth. She is more monster than elf at this point. Oh god, knowledge world. Best character is 5. Oh, so there's absolutely no way I'm gonna get this. There's no way I'm gonna get this. My best character has knowledge world plus 5. Well, yes, of course. I failed. There's no way. Can roll 20, not gonna make it. Right. It's okay. Her skin is dark, her hair preternaturally white. Oh, preternaturally white. That's a new word. Her red eyes can see perfectly in the dark, which, to my dismay, I've come to know from experience. But bright light causes her kind pain. I use an alchemical power that explodes in a dazzling flash, and she cried out as if I stabbed her. Oh. Okay. Alright. Okay, thank you. There are means to go down to the basement. Let me talk to everyone up here first. You're not. Okay. Who are you? A young man in well-worn traveling clothes and simple wooden symbol of Aristil on his chest is efficiently cutting a linen robe into strips to use as bandages. Despite his visible exhaustion, he works with zeal, singing some tune about red braids and ripe sheaves of wheat under his breath. He raises his warm, chestnut-colored eyes to you. Are you one of the Crusaders? Thank you for defending those of us whose talent lie off the battlefield. I'm Jurgenov, servant of Aristil. Pleased to meet you. What are you doing? I only took my holy orders recently, so my god has only bestowed a little of his power upon me as yet. I'm sorry to say that the number of wounded fighters in this tavern is far beyond my power to heal. But there's a reason people say, have faith in the gods, but look for yourself first. May not be able to help the wounded with magic, but I can at least cut up bandages. Faster one. Hey, glad to catch your stream before going to bed. Clinton here. Hi! Hey! Thank you so much for showing up. Oh my god. Well, have a great evening. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thank you so much for showing up. Means a lot. Okay. Are you from around here? No, I was just passing through Canabris. I was sailing down that old man of ours, the great Sullen Reven, to a village by the name of Chili Creek. I happened to land in the city of the eve of the festival, and I'm ashamed to say I decided to stay for a day to enjoy myself. but I ended up staying in the city longer than I bargained for. Chili Creek? Where's that? It's a small fishing village. It's not even marked on some maps, but people do live there. Where they don't have is a priest. They have no one to heal their wounds, no one to offer prayers for a good catch, no one to give their dead a dignified burial. And the world wound is a stone's throw away, so I'll be setting sail for Chili Creek to serve my god and my people. Now I have the city on my map. Great. See, guys? Talk to everyone. Okay, that's important. That's the important part of the RPG. Knowing the stories, the places, and getting stuff like this, which gives you a whole map to look for. Once we've held Canabris, I'll be going there. If by the grace of the good gods, we all survive this, you should come and visit me sometime. Oh no. Rip. So now that he's said that, you'll probably be dead by the time I be there. Okay. Great. Great. You find a village here on the bank of the river. Aren't you a young and inexperienced cleric afraid to go to the border of the wounded? The wound? The world wound. I won't lie, I'm afraid, but what can I do? Those villagers are simple people. Every day of their short lives is spent doing hard, honest work. That's exactly the kind of life I want. Something simple but meaningful. If I had centuries ahead of me, like elves do, I might have spared some 50 years or so to travel around the world. Or maybe even 100. Why not? But I don't have the time to spare, so I want to spend my short life in the place where I'm needed most, even if it's dangerous. Especially if it's dangerous. Okay. I could use the help of a cleric. Era still knows I'd be glad to help you, but it's no use. My spells are depleted, and I have no training in potions or scrolls. See this robe I'm cutting up for bandages? It's the second to last one. Oh. I have to go. May Era still watch over you. Okay. So you have a couple of survivors. They're gonna be talking a lot like that. I can talk to Gemmel. Save. A strange figure towers over the bar. A huge, ungainly man with skin so milk-white that his blue veins are visible even from a distance. His bald head is equal parts lumpy and pitted, and blood-filled eyes stare impassively out at you from beneath his pale brows. The glass in the albino's large, clumsy hand looks dangerously delicate, as if one twitch of those calloused fingers would be enough to crush it. A gold medallion engraved with a 10-card gleams around his neck. What it will be? So I passed a lore religion check. There's no tooltip. Okay. The medallion you're wearing, it's a secret symbol, isn't it? Are you a cleric? Gained 1 experience. Thank you, game. I'm a tavern keeper, best in the city. The best there's ever been. And I pray to the best god there is. Wow, okay. Alright then. Who are you? Gamel Hawks. Vampire. Oh, are you really a vampire? No. I did believe that, though. How did you end up in the Crusader city? How did anyone end up here? How did you? For them? The world is big, but still there isn't a place for everyone. Oh, there isn't really. People who no longer have a life anywhere else, they end up here. Any news in the city? There are demons everywhere. And then you showed up. Wow. You really know a lot by... okay. Are there any places in the city worth visiting? If you mean places that normal people usually stay well away from, then there are plenty. Like the Pitaxian wine cellar. So Pitax, the city, was the main city of Kingmaker Huge city, by the way. It once belonged to a Pitaxan trading house. Then King Irveti came to power in Pitax, yeah, and I killed King Irveti. And property started changing hands. Soon after, the cellar shop assistant was found in the ditch. Not all of him, mind, just his head. Wow. Nemirian is also another city. Nemirian gangsters had taken possession of the place. They wanted to sell something stronger than wine on the street, and they ended up on the gallows. Then King Irveti's numbers was up. So now the store stands empty and unclaimed. People say that a headless ghost wanders the place at night, moaning loudly. Ooh, okay. So we have another location to look at. Just don't ask me how he makes any noise with no head. I wasn't there. I just tell it like I heard it. I see you're not one for talking. Yenlo gives you a long, mournful look and says nothing. Show me what you got. Pots. 50,000 pots. Oh? No, not just pots. Okay. Gloves. Cantrip spells. Dart Veil. Usable item. Once per day, you may use this item to grant your party total concealment against ranged attacks for 1 minute. That could be useful. Dark Omen. If the wearer of this ring has the ability to cast spells spontaneously, it grants them the ability to cast the following spells. A bunch of them. To cast a spell, the wearer still needs to have a spell slot for the required level. Oh, so that's not even that great. And then a bag of holding. Which is pretty much all the money I've got. Wonderful. Let me sell some stuff. Now I'm poor. But I can carry much more. So, bag of holdings in this game, you don't really have to... How can I put it this way? You don't have to equip it. As long as it's in your inventory, then it's good enough. I got some boots. 3 dancer's boots. These boots grant the wearer a +2 competence bonus on saving throws against movement impairing conditions. That's great. Anything else? No, right? Don't think there was anything else. Oh wait, there was this. This amulet grants the wearer a competence bonus on persuasion skill checks. Not sure I'm willing to change my natural armor for this. Maybe on someone else. My persuasion's not even that great. Or it is. But that's the thing. It depends on charisma. So I do have persuasion, but, you know, it doesn't really matter. Why is there a red dot here? Because I was evil, wasn't it? The red dot was the moment where I wanted to be evil. Got it. Oh no. I'm tending towards chaotic evil. Need to go back on chaotic. Okay. Alright. Let's keep on going. Save. I see lots of people I can talk to here. Crusaders. Survivors. Let's talk to Camellia. Camellia looks at you over pensively, toying with the snake-shaped bone amulet that dangles from her pale neck. Noticing your glance, she flashes you a cold, barely there smile. Greetings. It seems for a moment that the girl wants to say something else, but the pause grows too long and she slips back into cautious silence. Well, that's pretty much me. Every time. Tell me about yourself. You want to know more about me than you already do? Why? I talk to the spirits on this tormented land, and they guide me in battle. I'll help you fight the demons. And I swear that you can rely on me in this matter. Isn't that sufficient? Where did you learn to wield a rapier so well? I had good teachers. Although they don't get all the credit, I am most a diligent student. Wow. Your amulet is quite unusual. Where'd you get it? Ah, my little trinket. It's so nice of you to notice. But I assure you, this amulet is nothing but a bauble. Can a lady not be drawn to beautiful, useless things? I don't think so. It seems like it's a big part of you. Anyway, as much as I enjoy our delightful conversation, the spirits are calling me, and I must respond. Please excuse me. Oh, wait, I had more to talk. Okay, so I can actually talk to her again. All right. Your speech tells me you're of noble birth. You're most insightful. A fine quality to have. Still, I believe that being noble birth does not give anyone the right to look down on others. That's true. Forgive me if my question disturbed you. I couldn't resist such a noble and beautiful lady. Ugh, no. There's nothing wrong with being a noble. People were not born equal. So I can't put her down for looking down at others. I can flirt with her, and I can also be as much as scumbag as she is. Well, I suppose we all have our good and bad qualities. That's kind of a punch in her face. I wouldn't have pegged you as a philosopher. Yeah, because you did not notice. You don't belong in my party. Oh, right, okay, I have to go. We'll talk later. I won't keep you. The last thing I want to do is talk to Hergus right now, as there's a quest involving him. Navia. Navia, in her muted colors, blends almost perfectly into the background. She appears relaxed, but her seemingly unfocused eyes are taking in everything around her, tracking and filtering potential threats. The only tell is the way she drums her fingers on her hip, near her weapon sheath. She shows no sign of her injuries and confidently leans on her previously broken leg. She pretends to have just noticed you, even though she watched you approach from afar. Oh, hey! See how they patched me up now? Now I can run, jump, or dance a jig if I feel like it. Huh. Any suspicious place in the city I should pay attention to? There were a couple spots I wanted to check out, but I didn't have time. If there's really a den and cultists here, it would be good if you could swoop in there and bust some heads. You don't even need to search a warrant. First one is the Silken Thread. It's a funny little tailor shop that doesn't take any orders and never buys any fabric, but they always seem oh so busy. They're busy with something in there, all right, but sewing it ain't it. Sewing it ain't it. Okay, I'm sorry. So I have a new place to go. Second one is the alchemy shop. Topaz Solutions, and they trade in everything, not just healing potions. Judging by the ingredients they've been buying on the black market, there's something fishy about the chemical rituals going down in that place. Nice. So we have 2 new locations. You're gonna leave this place now with like 50 new locations to look for. Tell me about yourself. I'd be happy to, but there's kind of nothing to tell. What's so interesting about me? Where are you from? Nowhere. I was blown in by the wind and found in a cabbage patch. Sorry, that's an old habit of mine. I don't like babbling about my past, but you saved my skin, so I guess I kinda owe it to you not to clown around, right? I'm from Nidal, and I wouldn't wish my homeland on my worst enemy. You've heard of the place, I'm sure. Ruled by monsters that aren't alive nor dead, and the official religion is the cult of Zonkuthon. I grew up in a slum, like a weed between the cobblestones. I didn't have a dad, but I had lots of aunts and uncles, my mom's cronies. No prize for guessing the kind of business she was involved in. They gave me a set of lockpicks as soon as I could hold a spoon, and while other kids were picking their noses, I was picking pockets. When I was 12, the monks of the Silent Shroud came for us. Creepy guys with their mouths sewn shut. They're guards in Nisroch. Mom gave me to her friends, and we hid in the secret temple of Desna. I never saw my mom again. Oh.